Oh. Well, welcome along to Behind the Bar podcast. I don't.
You said this?
I know. I don't have an intro, so we're just going to jump straight into it. We're on with Coach Dan, Coach Sarah.
Hi.
It's been a while. Yes, obviously it hasn't been. We haven't done any this year, have we? Have we done? No, none this year. I think we had one for the first week.
Yes.
Yeah, the first week. Yeah. So it's February now. How would you sum up how the year has started for the Barbell Club so far?
Off to a flyer. That's it. Summed up in one.
That's it. Dan?
No, it's going really well.
Yeah, good. I mean, thankfully, January's not the nightmare for us that it is for most places because, well, for me, 'cause I don't have any spaces.
Yeah.
So it's just business as usual, just cracking on. I hate the thought of January being anything special because it's not.
Yeah.
It's just a case of getting back on with what we already do.
I think that is always the case with us. It's like, I know everyone's like always hyping this January up higher, blah, blah, blah. But it is just business as usual. You just crack on, keep improving, keep trying to just do better. Yeah.
Yeah, we aren't a new year, new me, quick fix. So a couple of new faces, but that's been it.
Yeah. I mean,
Keep doing what we're doing, what works.
Yeah. I mean, we've had to up our game in Sunderland where Joe's went over there, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's been like where we've pushed an extra session over there. So that's been a January new starters because everybody is new starters in that one. That's the only probably difference with it all.
Yeah.
But for all the new members and that, they've settled in nicely and smiling away.
Everyone's loving it.
Sweet. Does it feel like the year's flown by already, or are we still settling in?
No, January's flown over.
It hasn't.
I know, people will always say, what on a day 3090 of January. I don't get it neither, to be honest.
Yeah, it's always a super quick month.
I think it's a lot to do with finances, why people feel like January's a long month, because they're often paid before Christmas and then they've got to wait until the end of January. So I suppose if you literally cut your cloth to suit and there's no spare, then January is going to feel longer.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's flown over.
Yeah, like you say, I think for most people it is. It's just if you're waiting for payday, then it's going to be a long month. But for me, I just like getting back to my routine. Christmas is always all over the shop, and it is nice. It's nice to switch off for a few weeks. It's nice to do stuff that you don't normally do, social stuff. But I do like being in my routine, so it's just nice to be back in that sort of comfort blanket of what you're used to.
Yeah, I love my routine. And where I am coaching at 6 a.m. at this moment in time, it's Wednesday today now, but it feels like that Wednesday's coming round, and then when it's Thursday, it's like, oh, shit, now it's the weekend again. That's how fast I feel as though my weeks are going.
Yeah.
And it's just like boom, 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 boom. And it's felt from the weekend, now, it is Wednesday and I feel as though I know we have sort of just finished the weekend, but it feels like it's here again, coming at us.
The Ben's got 2 weeks left at school and then he's off for a week. How mad's that?
Yeah. So from a coaching point of view, what's stood out most with clients so far this year?
For me, the people who I obviously coach on the nutrition side of things, and even talking to the other coaches, it wasn't like everyone completely went off the boil over Christmas. What's been the biggest, what was the question again? From a coaching point of view, what stood out the most with clients so far this year? What stood out the most is how many people were, one, looking forward to getting back into a routine, but two, how few people fucking went absolutely off the rails of Christmas. Everyone's kind of maintained, and that's a good thing. I always say if you can maintain over Christmas, you're winning, because you're still experiencing everything you want to experience and enjoying yourself, but without being a complete twat. And loads of people have actually managed to do that. Loads.
I agree. I didn't have many clients that went to ends over Christmas, which is quite refreshing because normally it's a nightmare. People knock themselves back months. Everyone seemed to keep it pretty tight. They were all pretty consistent over Christmas as well, which was great. I tried to keep the routine as close to normal as I could, and I think that kept everyone coming in, kept the ball rolling, kept people focused, and the they've been flying in January, like ridiculously strength levels. Like everyone's been progressing mint, proper heavy lifting.
So you're doing 50 kilo overhead press?
For 8 comfortably.
Fucking hell.
220 kilogram hip thrusts, 30 kilogram flat dumbbells. Just a normal day at the office.
That's insane.
Yeah, mad.
So basically the consistency of people actually paying over Christmas. So that's us. I'm gonna say that's us who's done that, right? Not them. It's been us who said that for 14 years of consistency. We've done the consistency of telling them for 14 years straight, right? And now it's finally sunk in. So I think a round of applause for us if you're watching. But yeah, I think... Do you think?
I'm always 100%. If everything's going well, it's the client's responsibility.
Yeah.
If everything's going badly, it's my fault.
Yeah.
And that's just how I coach.
From what stood out so far this year is the steps game. I think the steps game has gone up, and not because we've got like a lot of people. I mean, yes, because we've got a lot of people on the shred, and like obviously for the villa. But what I find is when those people are doing that, they feed into their own groups. Yeah. So do you know when a couple of people are doing a shred and have to hit 15,000 steps, more people in that group are inclined to level up themselves because it feeds off each other. And because we've got so many people doing that, now there's so many people up their steps game, and I can really see like a huge shift in steps, especially for this month.
Well, it's contagious, and I know that ears hate it. Do you know, when people march on the spot trying to get their steps in?
The only reason we hate it is because during the session, your heart rate's already elevated. So the idea is you're doing it outside of that window to get a different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if you're moving when you're already up there, you're not actually raising your heart rate, and that's what causes your body to burn energy.
Yeah. But like, Nick was in 9 o'clock the other week, and she was doing it, making a coffee, and I was stood next to her, and I just started doing it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's contagious.
It is.
I think like within your group, it becomes an echo chamber, and it's like, if you have a group of people who are all going, I only get 2,000 steps, I only get 4,000 steps, I only get 5, then that's normal. That becomes, it's okay, that's what everyone's doing. If you're in a group and everyone's going, 15 yesterday, 12 a day, you think, fucking hell, like, I need to sort my shit out here, I need to up my game, otherwise I'm never going to get results. And that's ultimately what drags everyone along. If you're surrounded by people who are also pushing themselves and getting results, you're going to be more inclined to get results.
Yeah, if you've got two people in your group doing a shred, you automatically move more and eat better.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's the motivation of coming in every day and seeing them getting leaner, seeing them changing week to week, and it's like, I want a bit of that.
Wait, it's that age-old thing, like you are who you surround yourself with. We always say it, like, is it 6 people?
5.
5, is it 5?
The 5 people you surround yourself with, so, whatever it is, yeah.
Like you adopt behaviours that they do, and attitudes and everything else. So it's like, if you're spending 4 hours a week with these people on the shred, what are you laughing at?
I just think I spend more time with dogs. I'm even going to start shit in the garden.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise us, to be fair.
Class. Any unexpected wins or surprises with people's progresses?
I don't think anything's unexpected or surprising. To be fair, like obviously we've already all hit on the fact that no one went absolutely mental over Christmas, or very few people did. But
which was a little unexpected, I suppose.
It is a little bit unexpected, but actually for how balanced of an approach we always say, like, you're not cutting things out, it's just consistency. It gives you that leeway. And like I always say, like, if you can maintain over Christmas, you're winning, rather than like, I want to lose weight still. Like, then you are restricting yourself from doing things. So yeah, I suppose a little bit of a surprise, but like, not massively unexpected, really, from how people have gone into it.
Anyone who's really exceeded expectations?
I won't call out anyone specifically, but like I said, all of my concert lot, like smashing PBs, like big lifts, doing really, really well. So yeah, just being happy with the way everyone's performing.
Anyone for you? John Forrester stands out for me.
Does he?
Yeah. Like how I didn't realise, because obviously we did that pre-shoot at the start of January, and he looked pretty good on that day, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, didn't he? And it was like, Jesus, like you've put some work in, and then obviously I look back on his data. God, I think he's definitely 20 kilos down so far, and he's still got 7 weeks left, I think, for the shred. And when he was looking like that 12 weeks out, it's like, you've quietly just fucking cracked on, and like we could have posted that pre-shoot.
Most people would be happy.
Yeah, like we could have posted those photos of him and look like a full transformation.
I mean, sorry, go on. No, go on.
No, I was just to say, what's mental is we're saying about January flying by. It feels like ever since we did that pre-shoot now.
And it's a month today.
It does feel ages ago.
Yeah, it was the 4th we did it, I think.
I've been
4th.
sitting, obviously, quietly thinking about who's. What was the line you used?
Anyone who's really exceeded expectations.
I don't think it's exceeded expectations, but fucking, I'm buzzing with Julie. Like, Julie will never ever say this, but I'm buzzing with Julie at my group at 9 o'clock because she's like proper pushing herself.
Yeah.
And you can see it. Like, she has. She's sort of got out of her own head a little bit with the lifting, and she is pushing herself more and more past that point of where she's comfortable, and like she's proper taking Shashi under her wing and that. Like,
yeah.
she's just mint.
She's like a coach, isn't she? She's like a coach to Shashi. Yeah, mint. Check-in. Sorry, shreds. How's the shred been going overall? I know we're 5 weeks in now. Shit. This one feels shorter.
It feels really short.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Really
like,
short.
yeah, this one feels short, like, because me and you were always like weeks beforehand stressing out, and then this one I feel as though it's just started, and then it's like, oh, we've got 7 weeks left.
Yeah, it's flying by. It really is.
Yeah, is that how it's going?
Yeah, I mean, just as expected. It's everyone's doing what they need to do. It's just keeping it going.
Yeah, we'll see those results in 7 weeks' time, won't we? These are all shred stuff. What's impressed you most about how people have approached it this time? If they have.
It's always just the same.
Yeah.
It's just rinse and repeat. There's nothing different or special about every shred. Everyone does it and everyone cracks on pretty well, I think. Never have many people that don't do what we ask of them.
I think it's a funny one because it's all January one where we tend to get a lot more people doing that because it's the New Year buzz of it. But it's also the worst months to get your steps in.
Yeah.
And they still do. And it just goes to no matter what time of the year, whatever, you've always got time to get those extra steps in. You've always got that push to do it, no matter what the weather is. Like, we have it the worst, and they crack the fuck on.
I think what amazes me, our lives are obviously very centralised around what we do, but like when you listen to like what some people's days actually look like, and they still manage to fit it in, like sometimes I don't even know how they do it. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? It's like Johnny, for example, like he's literally fucking up in here for like 6, training 6 till 7, straight through like the fucking Lake District, a super high flying job, driving all over miles, then super late back home, and still managing to fit it in.
Yeah.
Knacking himself doing it. But like, it's just how the fuck do you manage to fit everything into a day?
Yeah.
I always just think fair play to these people who have normal jobs with very little flexibility and literally no steps from, say, 8 till maybe 7, 8 at night, and still managing to do it.
Yeah, like Nicola Howard. Like, she's 6 a.m, the early riser, does that, then kids' school runs or whatever, then her job, and then sometimes she'll do a class on the night, but then kids' classes on the night, and then still get all the steps in, and she's exceeding the steps as well. It's like, yeah. And then back in the next day. Yeah.
It's impressive. It's like, could I even do that myself? It's impressive.
Yeah. How has the business been feeling so far this year?
That.
That.
Did you all hear that noise? I just went... like fucking Ross said, I've got an idea in January, and it was like, oh, fucking here we go again.
Probably only 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Let's go.
3 weeks ago.
No, good. Full on. Yeah, full on, obviously with Sunderland, with Joe going over there full time and having those spaces to fill out. I'm full on. I'm looking forward to getting some of my nights back with the Ben. But no, it's been all good vibes, pushing in the right direction. It feels very adult at the minute.
Feels like we're levelling up again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even though it's been many, many years. I suppose every year it always just feels like, right, next level. I don't think we'll ever hit the boss level, will we?
It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Endless, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like there's never, Elon Musk's still waking up every day trying to get better. You know what I mean? There's never, You're never finished, yeah. It's just endless.
But we love it. Well, I love it. I love the creative side of things of like, how can we do this better? How can we do that better? What little bit here? What little bit there?
Yeah, it's like just anything new keeps it exciting. I couldn't think of anything more mundane than just going in, doing the same job every day, but then not having that element of like doing something different or something exciting or like another revenue stream or something like you can apply a little bit of creativity or excitement to it. Just keeps you going, keeps that motivation going, stops you feeling like stagnant and this is it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's when people get bored and then do other things. Keeps it like
start a podcast studio. What's happening behind the scenes that members might not realise? I suppose this can go into that section, unless I did write a bit up about that. Oh, I did. But hey, yeah. Anything behind the scenes?
Now, we don't have to cover it later.
Okay.
Podcast room. So we are building...
/ massage room.
Yeah. Hang on, let us finish. So yes, we're building a room in our Durham unit, which is going to be part podcast studio and part massage room. So obviously Leah is one of our coaches, and she's fucking got magic hands. She's obviously trained physio, sports massage, and it just makes sense. It made sense. It was an opportunity for Leah as much as it was for us to build a space, and we had that space to use as well. And it saves you taking 15, 20 minutes setting everything up for a podcast. And there'll be a heater on the wall, so I'll be warm whilst doing podcasts. Might feel more inviting, more people might want to come on because it'll look nice too.
Oh, it's going to look slick as.
I mean, I think obviously for the clients, the massage side of things is probably more of a big win. They probably don't give a shit about the podcast studio.
Yeah.
But for us, in terms of building out content and delivering our message, which is all we're here to do, constantly, like we were saying before, just 14 years now, just delivering the same message and the same message and the same message and hoping that it sticks. And it just continues to facilitate that. Hopefully get some different people on. And yeah, should be good.
I think Leah's going to have to be one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. she'll be cracking on it as well. But yeah, I mean, obviously a bit of a side thing with the podcast side quest as well. It's like we're hoping to be able to rent that out as well to other podcast people. So that's why it's going to look absolutely amazing. But also to upgrade our own photo shoots across the members as well. Like parts of it is going to be looking backdrop nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like on the back side of it, just to add extra elements to it rather than just all backdrop in gyms, even though there's nothing wrong with that because we take gym shots. But yeah.
It's always hard to make like an industrial unit look nice.
Yeah.
So in pictures, it's good to have that sort of dedicated space where it is going to be a little bit more aesthetic.
Yeah. It's took a long time to get it aesthetically pleasing, but we've done it on the case of like we've never gotten into masses of debts or anything like that. We've done it as we've built up and blah, 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 haven't we?
We've done it the best way to do it.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can do it. Like,
unless you get into loads of debt and then...
But then you're destabilising the business, which isn't healthy for anyone long term.
Yeah.
So it just has to be organic.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
And it is organic.
I think we've always been very organic with how we've grown everything, and everything's always done mindfully, like, you always be like, I've got an idea. right, let us crunch some numbers and actually see what's feasible. Because at the end of the day, as much as all these little add-ons benefit the business as a whole, like, the priority's always got to be to remain viable to deliver what we've been delivering for the last 14 years and consistently improve on that.
Yeah. It's like when I said, I bought some new mics.
Fuck me.
Yes, but it's 4, so we don't have to like play around with this. So,
He
so
just like words it in such a way as, hey, did you know these mics are 4-year-old? And then mentioned it to Dan, I bought some of these new ones. I was like, I knew that was like a prelude into the fact that he's purchased something else.
You've just told them these are 4 years old. I'm trying to sell these. They were bought last year, still in immaculate condition.
Pack it in, will you?
Drop a message below. Does it feel like the club is evolving compared to last year? Of course. I mean, feels so it's a big evolvement this way. Yeah.
Things never change massively for me. It's always just micro adjustments, always just trying to improve little bits and little bits and little bits. Obviously on a bigger scale, always trying to be better, trying to improve in any way that we can.
I wouldn't say it was any more than last year. Like, I think at the time when you're going through these growth phases, it feels big. But if you look back, like, there was big things last year, there was big things the year before. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's any bigger this year.
I think how I'm thinking it from is, like, obviously where me and Dan's like heavily into the photography side of things. It's like, right, we're putting in things in play of like really ensuring that that's like top tier.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're trying to get that to the top tier. Obviously the villa, we've expanded that so it's like less people at a time, but more spacious and stuff like that. It's like we're just improving.
Yeah, it's just those 1% gains on everything all the time. Just trying to do everything we do a little bit better and just get a little bit better. And the more time we do it, the better we'll get. And I think clients recognise that as well, which is good. Like the amount of times people like comment, it's good to see. Like they're always trying like to do better, to do more, to do things differently. Like every photo shoot, everything we do, we always ask for feedback. Yeah. And then it's like, what do you like? What didn't you like? What do you think you could do better? And trying to take that on board. Yeah, you've got to keep improving in every which way possible, I think.
So Dan, Bod Pod. So obviously Dan got it was the Bod Pod, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bod Pod. So what made you want one?
For me, it was just without dieting, it's hard to see progress, and I think you're always clouded by your own judgment as well. Do you know what I mean? Like it's hard to see progress, especially at the level we're at and the time we've been training. Over a couple of years, you might gain like 3 pounds of muscle. Like it's not even necessarily noticeable. So it's just to get an accurate representation of where you are currently. Obviously, having never done one previously, everything before that is an estimate. Like I said, in terms of working off lean mass, I've always went off my first shred photo shoot, where I was weighted 167 pounds on the day. I think Luke said probably 7-8% body fat.
You were invisible.
So I went for like 7 to 9. So I've always just worked off roughly 7 to 9, which I think gives us a lean mass of about 156 pounds. And then it's just basically, I've been dieting over the last couple of years, but I wasn't happy with my frame. I didn't have enough muscle. And obviously, without making some serious lifestyle changes that I'm not going to make, I'm never going to put back on a huge amount of muscle. But it's just trying to actually build a physique that I'm more happy with, because I just felt tiny at that weight. So yeah, it's just been over the last 3 years building it up, and it was just to see how much lean mass have I actually gained in that amount of time. Because like I said, depending on what mood you're in, you look in the mirror and go, I've done fucking nothing, I've fucking wasted 3 years. Or you look and feel good, I'm fucking doing mint here, and it's just to get some data. We love data. Yeah. Data. I mean, if you can do one of them every few years and just see roughly where you are, it's just something accurate to be able to anchor what you're doing. I was pretty happy with where it was. I still want to put more on, but I feel like for the work I've put in over the last 3 years, I'm in a good place because of that. And I was, pretty happy. But it's just curiosity more than anything.
What made you decide now's the time to tighten things up? That doesn't go with that, does it? How does this feel?
No, that's for me, Doyle.
Oh, yeah, shit. Expert level 10. What markers were you most interested in?
Lean mass. Like I said, I wanted to see a noticeable difference in my lean mass, because it's like, without dieting, it's hard to actually see. You usually know that you look in the mirror, like, you see yourself every day, you don't really know whether you're getting that much bigger or changing, or what that's actually turning into. So to be able to actually see the numbers down, it's like, there has been a significant gain there, and then obviously you tally that up to roughly where you think you've been with everything over there, and everything sort of ties in nicely.
Do you not use with Hope, the massive marker?
What, sorry?
So when you get in on the night, just before you go to bed, do you not tense up and go, am I massive?
No.
No, I know somebody who does that every day.
She'd probably tell us to fuck off. She doesn't care. She just does not care in the slightest. Not interested.
So Sarah uses the massive marker. Yeah. So that's.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's always metrics. Like for me, it's always like, well, do my jeans and belts still fit as they should around the waist?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. So that means I'm not putting on too much fat in the wrong places. All lifts and stuff going up consistently. Yes. So in theory, that means it should be translating. But yeah, it's just nice to actually have something that you know is accurate, that's not blurred by anything. In fact, that's where I am currently.
That's what I've always said to you. It's like when you use your massive marker, you're like, I'm a massive. Well, are your actual lifts going up? Are you getting a few more reps? Is like the total volume going up? Yes. Well, you must be putting on muscle. It you cannot not be. Like you hit PB, obviously, like your best ever bench press. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, well, clearly you are.
But it's one of those things
right.
that it's not going to be visible. Like
when you
work it out, it's like, I can't remember what it worked out. It works like £9 over 3 years. Not all of that will be muscle. So even if you said optimistically 5 to £6 of muscle, which is mint for our training experience, even though it probably sounds to anyone listening, they're like, but that's actually quite good. You're not going to see that.
No.
They look in the mirror, especially when you've put a little bit of fat on that's covering it, you're just not going to see it. So it just helps you see it's like getting an X-ray. You might know your arm's broken, but you still want to get a fucking X-ray to make sure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like if you got to the same leanness as what you did get on those last photos, it will just look like a bigger version of that, but only slight,
but it was nice
isn't
to
it?
be able to sort of estimate roughly where I should be aiming weight-wise as well for that. Do you know what I mean? And it's pretty much accurate as well. It's not just working off guesswork. I think it was just an interesting experience. It's just the more you can learn about your body, the more we can know about ourselves, the more we can pass it on to our clients. And to be honest, it's reasonably priced as well. It's not like a big output.
Would you recommend it to anybody then?
Probably not clients, just because most clients aren't at that level where it's going to be warranted.
Yeah.
For like us, at that sort of end where we are advanced, the changes to our body aren't going to be as immediately obvious or as quick, then it probably has its place. For more generic people, probably not.
But even that, I even think for me, because obviously, I've said I use them Hume scales, but it's like, no matter what the scale say, no matter what the Bob Pos says, it's what you say in the mirror.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I suppose. But like I say, the problem is that's dependent on emotion. It's dependent on mood. It's depending on so many things, which we all do.
Yeah.
Anyone who says that they don't have good days and bad days regarding the strength of their physique, and they don't have days where they think they're the weakest, smallest person ever, or days where they think they're a fucking monster, they're lying. We all experience that, but it just removes opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people, I think it might be a good reality check, because most people massively, massively underestimate the body fat, especially when they use the scales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like me and you sit around about, you're probably about 14 at the minute, 13.
I think it's coming in 13 now,
which is that's a great place to be. Year round when you're not dying. That's probably where you'd want to be sitting for being fit, being strong, just performance. Do you know what I mean? That's a great place to be, and that's quite lean. Yeah. Most people will get down to that when they diet, but they'll be walking around way higher. But how many people think they're that sort of body fat percentage? And say, well, I know I'm that. And you think you're that, and we don't look the same. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it would probably be interesting for a lot of people to see, but probably not massively relevant.
What's yours? If you were just checking yours, No, I'm not guessing because it's going to be
Fucking
wrong.
He guessed the other
always
day,
higher,
you know.
though, so
I
it's
know,
always
women
hard,
are always
yes.
high, but he guessed the other day. You cheeky fuck.
20... 21. There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
am.
Well, I would have guessed about 20 because I think, well, you're probably the same level of leanness for female as we currently are for male, and that like 20 would be the female equivalent of 15, because 15 is the female equivalent of 10.
Yeah.
So
Has it changed how you're training or eating?
not massively. I still want to sort of continue building, but it's sort of reinforced, like, I'm not just getting fat, if that makes sense. Like, when you see the scales going up, it's like, I'm not just getting fucking fat. Yeah. Even though it's slowly, it's like, well, no, it's actually, I'm still in a really good place. So for me, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing up until the week commencing the 14th. Just I've got a few bits and pieces on, so I'm not ready to actually commit to dieting yet, and then that'll give us 8 weeks before the Villa, which I'll easily be able to get myself close to 10, 11%, which is as lean as I need to be for walking around the pool. I wouldn't want to actually be any leaner on holiday because I wouldn't, like the way I was for a photo shoot, I wouldn't feel good at that weight. Like being away, you're like fucking depleted. But then end of the year, obviously going away for Hope's 30th, doesn't know where we're going. We'll both be doing the end of year one, and I'll be trying to do proper pictures and get properly lean for then. I'd like to sort of be super lean at round about between 175 to 180 pound, which I should be.
Tell you what, mine, for all of us, we've all done a slow bulk. We're actually proper fitness people
We've
here.
actually done it correctly.
We've
as well.
actually, haven't we?
Haven't
14 years later.
It's the hardest bit.
Yeah.
It really is. It's keeping it sensible, keeping it controlled, not just going, I'm bulking and going mental, but also not panicking and saying I'm getting fat.
Yeah.
Which is the hardest thing. I do wonder, like, obviously where you've got those scales now, obviously where I'm getting the bod, like how much that's helped us keep our heads in check with regards to like dieting.
Well, for me, I know. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Sarah's as well. But for me, like, no matter what, the bulk and the cutting, like even some weeks, like I won't track. Like there was before Christmas, like I didn't track for probably a couple of months. But what I always track is my body weight twice every single week, and I will always put my photos in there. And those two markers, I think, keep it in check. Yeah. Of not being stupid, or do you know what I mean? Like stupid either way.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, like I always step on the scales as well. Definitely, no matter what. Steps for me is always a huge anchor. Whether I've got a watch on or I don't, my steps are exactly the same every day. Because I do the same things every day. So it's like those two things are going to keep everything. But for me, it's trying to eat enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm quite a large person. I train hard and I'm very, very active.
Yeah.
So like, if my calories dip below 3,000, my weight's dropping.
And I think we've had this conversation before. You don't just want to fill it full of shite.
Oh no, definitely.
But
also, it's like for me, I've got quite a small eating window. My eating window for the day is probably like 10 or 11 o'clock until 4. That's a really small amount of time to fit like that many calories in. You're like finishing one meal and starting on the next. Obviously, me even a meal, but I never want to have a particularly large evening meal because I don't eat it till 8:30 at night. I've got to be asleep by 9 or like 8:30. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to be having a huge meal then trying to get to sleep because I'll not sleep. So I think that's always a challenge for me, trying to fit that much food into quite a small amount of time.
Well, when we do the podcast on a Wednesday, we'll just have a bowl of heroes for you, celebrations, and we'll just munch them through.
But again, it's like the message as well. It's like people always talk about intuitive eating. It's like fucking intuitive eating is like being a Jedi master. Like in order to get to the point where you can eat intuitively and control what your body's doing, that's like you've got to be really fucking in tune with like yourself, with nutrition, with everything.
Yeah.
And we're probably now, we are at the point we can do it, but look how fucking long it's took to get there.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone says, oh no, you really track your food, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, just eat intuitively. Well, eating intuitively is what's normal to you. And what's normal to most people has got them overweight in the first place. Mm-hmm. The reason that we can now maintain our weights quite comfortably is because our normal habits, our day-to-day, has got it better and better and better and better to the point where it's so in tune with what we need that we don't need to stress as much about the small bits.
Yeah.
I think intuitive eating, right, totally takes away, like, not takes away, I'm trying to think of the right phrase. it's very eating can be very emotionally driven at the end of the day. And when you're eating intuitively, right, I know what I need and I know what my body needs, but I also know what my fucking body likes. I track, right, because data helps for a start, but I still track and I will always track to make sure I get my protein in, because I don't like protein. I fucking don't like it. I know what my body needs, I know what my body wants. I could manage my diet to stay a certain weight. Would I get my fibre in and would I get my protein in? No. And like, those are big markers and those are big pointers that I know I need as a female, especially to maintain my muscle mass and my bone density and everything else. So it's like people spouting off about intuitive eating aren't taking into account really how emotionally driven people are regarding the food and how like taste driven people are.
I mean, this sounds brutal, but it's something that I always say, and it's something that people have to realise. It's okay to feel, but you can't let your feelings affect what you do, because like, it's fine to feel emotional towards things, but unless you can learn to behave differently to those emotions, you're never going to find success. And everyone goes on, oh, it's emotional for me, it's emotional. And like, I get it. Everyone feels emotional. We've seen before, like, how often do you have a day where, like, you don't think you're in a place you want to be, like, be it strength or physique or whatever it is, but you can't let that affect what you do. And it's like, up until you realise that, you'll never find success, because your emotions are too much of a roller coaster to pin your hat on. And I think, like, I mean, protein, again, like you say, like, I'll always track my protein, like, even if it's just in my head, like, because the amount of times on a Saturday, I'll be like, wait, I'll have to go and have a double shake or something, because I know I'm low, and it's like, even I still have to track that. To some degree, I have to be conscious and think, oh, I haven't had quite enough yet, especially on the days that are out of routine. So again, how's somebody who's just starting the fitness journey ever going to be able to gauge that?
Intuitiveness.
Like Joe's looking after my nutrition and he fucking hates my Saturdays, because literally I'll have what I want, right? I'm very much on a Saturday we'll go out for a meal or whatever else. My protein's always shit, and like, even I can't bring myself. I'm not motivate's the wrong word. Discipline. Is discipline the right? I'm not disciplined to say, right, I'm going to go and have a double protein shake because I'm fucking my protein shite for the day. I just go, oh, make sure I get it tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Mine's if we go out for a meal, like I'll have my breakfast, always super high protein, but then we go out for like generally late lunch, something like 2:00, and we get a monster meal, don't we? But the only within that main and say dessert is the burger patties, right? But we end up not eating anything after that, and so my protein does go down for say one day if we do go out, but it's not the fucking end of the world. No. It's only one day. Do you know what I mean? But like then the next day it's like bang, straight back up past, always like 200-ish for me.
I think one thing is though, like,
don't worry, I'll get to your question.
Because of what we've done previously, we have more leeway as well, because we have all these like anchors set in place. We have the muscle mass. Do you know what I mean? Like, it allows us that little bit more flexibility as well. And I think sometimes that's harder as well, because it just we can have a little bit more flexibility in areas that people who are just starting out possibly can't. But that's because we've done it for so long, we've got ourselves into a position where we can do that.
Yeah. So Sarah's got like literally 5 minutes and she's running out the door. But
I'm going to get me trotters fixed, aren't I?
Yeah, Danielle's fixing your fucking hoofs. I'm not calling my wife a pig here. I'm just... She's just got rotten feet. Right. So your bulk to tightening phase. How has the bulk phase been physically and mentally? And give us a little brief thing of like what it is, just in case nobody knows what you've done. So,
I mean, briefly, historically, I have always dieted. Basically, I get a little bit of fluff, and then we book a holiday, and I diet down, and then there's a photo shoot, and I'll diet down. And I've always kind of just floated around the same realm of weight, other than obviously when I had the Ben. And it was one of those, like, if I actually want to get stronger, I need to have a consistent, extended period of time where I am eating in a bit of a surplus, not stupid, to like try and add some lean mass.
How long's that been?
Since January last year.
So a full
13 months. and literally dropped my calories from Sunday for a bit of a tidy up. To be fair, I've actually been all right. There's obviously been days where I've been like, oh, I look chubby. Like for me. I don't like have a look, or my clothes didn't fit, or something like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, when you were as small as what I was, it was inevitable that I was going to need to get bigger clothes. And I just so happened to go on holiday and not try them on first and think when I was there, oh, fuck. Like, how,
what are you going to do now then, can you?
Can I do now about it? But I suppose it helps that I'm a little bit blasé when it comes to that. It's like, oh, well, I wasn't like megally knackered with it. But no, I've enjoyed the process. I am a lot stronger. I've even actually started pushing myself on leg day, which is fucking unknown after all of these
6
years.
coaches later.
I mean, how much of that's down to Leah? But no, it's been all right. I'm up 10 kilos.
Up 10 kilos. So what's made you decide now's the time to tighten things up?
Because I don't like hardcore diets. Like, I've learnt more about myself in the last year. I don't like doing things fast. Like, life is so fast, especially living with you. It's like fucking million miles an hour, everything.
Me and Dan's going to get a flat together.
And like sometimes I just want to fucking slow down. And with adding mass, it's slow anyway. But obviously I've had to do it slowly because I didn't want to add too much body fat with it. And then it's the same with the diet. I don't want to do a million miles an hour diet where I'm fucking having to do 15,000 steps a day and eating nothing. Like, I want to do it gradually. So the reason why I'm tightening up now is, one, obviously the villa in May. It just seems like a good time now to like aim for about £1 a week. And then obviously villa, see where I'm at, because I don't know actually where I'm at, and I won't until I start getting some of the fluff off. And then I'll have a better idea of how much I need to get off closer to the time to be like, wait, September, to be shreddy break for my 40th.
So it's basically been 13 months bulk, and now you're doing like, what, is it a 10 months diet?
It won't be a 10-month diet. I'm going to see where I'm at.
No, but I'm saying like it's going to be you're not going to come back after the villa and then go back up the bulk.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you're dropping a bit and then you're going to maintain and then you're going to drop again. So it is essentially like,
yeah, I suppose,
where you're saying like that longer process thing, and which is perfect. Mm-hmm. And
I don't like being overly restrictive, and I want that flexibility. Like, you've always got to figure out what balance works best for you. And for me, I like having that flexibility of being in a deficit, but not to the extent where I'm saying no to things that I want to do. And I'm happy to do that for the majority of the year. And then obviously the last few months, like, be more strict and maybe not do as much socially. But like, for a general rule, like throughout the year, I will go for a meal out on a weekend if I want to. I'm not going to stop myself. Like, I've learnt. Like, that's just how I like to live, and that'll be my results will be a product of what I am willing to do and what I'm not willing to do.
Because you wrote a brilliant post the other day on time.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, I mean, I think if anyone's watching this, that needs to be the biggest takeaway, because everybody starts and everybody convinces themselves that they can be the one who fucking white knuckles it and does it super hard. Learn what you're willing to do and what you're capable of, because up until you accept that, then you're never going to make progress. Because how often do we say it? Like, everyone tries to go all in, but it's too much for them just because they've seen other people do that. They need to learn what they're where they're comfortable pushing themselves, and if that means slow progress, then accept it. And that's a proper important lesson.
I mean, I don't like the word capable. I don't think capability is the right word.
No,
I know I know what you mean, but like what you like, yeah, like obviously rather than saying what you're capable of, like I'm capable of white knuckling it, but I'd be fucking sick of my life.
Yes.
And I think it's knowing what you. I've said it before on a podcast. It's what you are willing to give up, because there is paths, there is sacrifices that you have to make, based on the results that you want to get. And it's knowing and understanding yourself well enough to say, well, I'm actually not willing to sacrifice that to get that. But if I take the longer path, I might still get there. It's just going to take us longer.
Yeah, I mean, when I was saying capabilities,
you don't have to explain it.
I'll just in case anyone's watching, I'm talking for clients.
Go on then.
If that makes sense, in the sense of like someone starting, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much to do everything perfectly.
Well, when people start and they say, oh, I'm going to do the shred, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you've got to get the basics right first. If someone goes from not tracking the nutrition to not, like, to doing 2,000 steps a day, to all of a sudden you've got to do everything pristinely and fucking white knuckle it to get these results, they are setting themselves up to fail.
Definitely.
Go on, give your mic to Dan.
Right. Farewell. I'm going to get the plates on.
And she'll be back on next week's show. But I think going from Sarah, bye darling.
Bye.
I think going from Sarah and your time post and what you said there about the biggest takeaway, like obviously I'm having light bulb moments as you were saying that is so correct. And if you think of Sarah as where she's at on her journey, the pressure what she feels as being a coach where people look up to her and all the rest of it, and she's now doing, it is an 11-month diet. Yeah. Like, think of that as like, she's not saying, right, I need to get ripped now, like in 8 weeks. She knows that it takes this long. So if you are a female and you actually do look up to Sarah, that's what she does. She isn't white knuckling it at all. And obviously women, I think women feel the pressure, like, have to do everything all at once.
Everyone wants stuff quicker, but it's like, me and you can white knuckle it, but it's hard. Neither of us will tell anyone that like hard dieting's easy. And it's hard for us with like a life that's designed around training and 10 to 15 years of good habits and knowledge and everything. If it's hard for us, it's going to be nigh fucking impossible for most people.
Yeah.
So stop thinking that you're going to be able to get quick results because you don't currently have the set of skills to do that.
Yeah, that's why I like your time post.
Slow progress.
Yeah, it is accepting slow progress. Yeah, and yeah, it is. I mean, and actually another thing on that, what I clicked in my head, it was like, you're going to be white knuckling it. Like if you think you are going to be white knuckling it, and if you think you have 20 pounds to lose to get the physique what you think you want, right? You're going to white knuckle it to that 20 pounds and realize you've got another fucking 20 to go.
And then you've got no energy left.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's okay doing hardcore dieting if you're going to be in the shape you want to be in within the time frame you're capable of staying strict.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're capable of maintaining that intensity for 12 weeks, but you're not going to be where you want to be in 12 weeks, then that intensity is no good for you.
Yeah.
You need to go slower for longer. And it's recognising that and accepting that. Everyone thinks they're going to get it instantly, but unfortunately that's not reality.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not. People fail to understand it in training, but they understand it in any aspect of their life. If they got a new apprentice walking through the door and they come walking in the first day of the job and they went walking over to the manager, how much money are you on, like? And he said, I wouldn't be on that. Yeah. Well, like, tell you what, in 10 years, and if you stick in and you work your way up, you maybe could be. Oh no, I want to be on it in 3 months' time. What are you supposed to fucking say to that?
Yeah.
It's like...
Good analogy.
No. It's like, but people can understand that.
Yeah.
Apply it to, like, changing your body, and then all of a sudden, all logic and rationale goes out the window. They want it now. It's not going to happen.
I mean, I don't know what Sarah's body weight is, by the way, but I can guess, by the way, okay? So I think she's about, like, 70 kilos, or was 70 kilos, and I think she wants to get down to, say, 55 kilos. She knows that's where she's going to be super lean at. So that's 15 kilos within 10, 11 months, which is in pounds. 15 times 2.2, that's 35 pounds. Yeah, 35 pounds. 35 pounds in that time, it's like, that's less than £1 a week she's aiming for in total. Which can be done probably at the steps what she's doing now, like averaging just shy of 10k, but just reducing her calories a little bit.
Most people could create that much of a deficit by just being sensible.
Yeah.
Literally by just being sensible. Just knocking out some of the stupid stuff. And that's the mistake. Everyone else, they think they need to change everything. Realistically, for most people to lose weight, all they need to do is consume 500 calories less than they're currently eating. If they start moving more, they can maybe get away with 3. That's like a fucking biscuit.
Yeah.
Or 2 a day. all you need to do is just drop things down by the tiniest margin. It's going to get the ball rolling, but everyone suddenly thinks they have to overhaul everything because of diet and culture.
I mean, I haven't dropped this much on purpose, but I have dropped 4 kilos already this year, week 5 in. And all I've done, I haven't tried to up my steps, anything like that. I've just let my steps come in naturally where they've played, which is, I think, averaged about 12,000. And I'm on 2,500 calories. Yeah. And I've dropped that much in that amount of time, which is more than I wanted, to be fair. But I know it'll balance itself out a bit, but I haven't felt hungry, I haven't felt tired, I haven't felt the need to get more steps in or anything like that. Like, it doesn't even feel like dieting.
Yeah, but it shouldn't. That's how it should be. It's very funny because, like, obviously we have now decided, like, I am going to lean out a little bit for the villa. Subconsciously, my weight's already started dropping. Just your mindset's no longer in that, I need to get more in to put the weight up, because you lose that motivation to get the scale number up. So automatically it starts going down, just because in your head you know. It's a weird psychological thing that you just naturally start to taper off. And
you feel a little bit tighter in the morning, and
it's just weird. It just naturally sort of like slips into your brain.
Yeah. I like that. Sarah, you've done well there.
I don't know about you, but like even now I still notice my habits improving all the time. Like, I'll do something little and think, I wouldn't have done that 6 months ago. Or like, I'll have something, or like, I don't know, like, on a night, I'll always have a cup of tea and like something sweet before I go to bed. And the amount of times now that I'll just not have what I get, I'll go and get it, I'll bring my cup of tea up and I'll sit there on my bed table and and I'll just not even bother having the snack.
Yeah.
And like, there's no reason for it, but I'm just sort of gradually not as bothered about having it, because I don't need it. It's purely like that's purely an indulgence. There's no other purpose for having that apart from the fact that I just enjoy having it and it tastes nice. But gradually I'm like, just half the time I'm not even bothering having it. And that's just one of those little like habit changes that I can't even pinpoint why. But it's just a gradual change.
I had the exact same habit. And it was biscuit, whatever else it was. But then I transferred that to a protein bar. And now the protein bar is gone.
Yeah, it's weird how but not for any reason. I didn't need to cut it out, but just gradually I've just sort of don't feel like I want to have it anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't bother.
We're getting old, aren't we, son? So we've already went over the new room stuff.
I definitely have less of a sweet tooth than I did when I was younger, as I'm getting older. See, I've never really known my dad eat a lot of like ket and crap and that, like.
Yeah. We don't keep that much in the house. We never have. We've went out, if we've ever had it, it used to be like scone Saturday. So we'd bring like a load of scones or make scones or something like that. I've never been a crisp lover, but if we were to get, it used to be peanut M&Ms where I used to eat a full share bag, but I'd go out and buy them. I wouldn't buy them with the weekly shop or anything like that. That'd be like a Friday thing or something like that, you know what I mean? Photography, we've done that one. Shoot countdowns, 5 weeks until the first shoot. Which sounds mad, that the double one what we're doing. You've got one on there, Kiva, isn't it? Yeah. So 5 weeks.
Come on, quick, innit?
Oh, fucking hell. That one. But that's going to be a nice one, because we're going to test out a few
and
new
it's
things
small,
with that.
so you always got a lot of time, which is always good.
Yeah, I actually planned out, I mean, we're 7.5 weeks out till the next one. I was planning out who's in what group this morning, what time slots they're in. And we're going to do those in groups of 3, actually. So it's like, 3, actually, no, it's over 5 hours. So it's going to be 3, 3, 3. I think those are the girls. And then we're doing a 3 lad and then a 2 lad at the end. So it's really small groups, but they should fly over. But we want to give them that extra time, that extra content for themselves. And yeah, so it's 7.5 weeks until the main shoot. Does that make it feel real?
I mean, it always feels real for us.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Do you know what I mean? It's like, hell. Do mean you ever sleep?
I know that, like, I know we've probably said it loads on the podcast, but me and Dan's like so fucking involved, and like it's like looking at different things, different data points, and like always like. I mean, just thinking of that room, what obviously we're building, it's like, oh wait, if we build like a rustic side on this, right, well, this can be done for this, and we can have everything in one place rather than like going to Sunderland now, like we can have all the equipment in Durham now and just, right.
It's time. The more that's set up and the more that's in situ all the time, the quicker things can be and the more we can fit in.
Yeah.
Which is the answer to everything.
And even before this one, obviously once that room is finished, I'm going to be obviously practicing on all the years lot, like as though it's like full photo shoots within the sections, just to see like what they look like, and then make up a catalogue of poses like from us to like transfer across and da-da-da-da-da. Less than 13 weeks until the Villa shoot. Are you excited for it?
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's starting to seem like more...
That's closer now, isn't it? 13 weeks is like the...
Like, starting to look forward to just getting away now as well.
Yeah.
We've got Christmas and stuff going on, and then you have that sort of bit of like what's happening.
Yes.
It's nice to have like, start looking forward to it. So we think, oh, stop, we get the light soon, then it'll be sunny, and then you're getting away, and that helps with motivation for dieting as well.
Yeah, I mean, did you know we're going to Italy before that?
You are.
We're going to Italy and then 2 weeks. So we're going to Italy and then we're back for 2 weeks and then back to the Villa for 8 days. So that's, yeah, it's
I'm
nice.
literally straight back from the Villa into Benidorm. Very different.
Yeah.
But I think that's an interesting one though, because like, motivation to diet, in the sense of like, the motivation to be lean isn't there most of the time for me. It starts to grow slightly when you know you've got something on the horizon, but most of the year, like that's why I was saying, like, it's better to be sitting at a higher body fat percentage and training hard, because that's going to motivate you day to day more than anything. Like if I can come in and feel strong and feel good and feel athletic, and more like throughout the sort of 8-9 months of the year where I'm not dieting, that's going to keep me training and keep me motivated, because the time frame which you're motivated to be lean and to look good is such a small period.
Yeah, isn't it?
You can't like... If in the middle of October, my motivation to train is that I want to look good in May, I'm not going to bother. It has to. I have to be getting something in the there and the now, and that's why it is so important to have these performance phases instead of always just thinking about how you look and getting lean.
Oh, you're on the second half, Villa, aren't you? Yeah, that's the one where there's more people on. It's going to be class. Yeah, it is going to be class. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as always. Obviously, we're there for a full 8 days with lots of people there. We'll see him again, like that's a new learning curve, new types of shoots, what we're going to be trying out on when we get there. More off the cuff stuff and more time as well, because I think when we are at those villas, it's the interactions what I'm looking forward to capturing the most. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, we can pause all day, whatever else, but it's like the moments of just having a drink around the pool, like those are the kind of things what I want to get where people aren't expecting it, because I always feel like I love posting pictures of smiles, and then that's the kind of thing what I'm hoping to.
But it's like if you ever go to an event, be it like a wedding or anything, you always prefer the candid pictures to the posed ones.
Yeah.
Well, I do. Like if I was to pick my favourite pictures from an event or something I've been to, it's always the ones where you're just not looking at the camera and you're just milling about. Yeah. Because as soon as you get in front of the camera, everyone can get awkward and stiff. Whereas like, it's like the other stuff, it's everyone I always prefer like the more relaxed stuff, definitely.
Yeah, I think when I was looking up photographers before, I don't know if I said this, but there's a local wedding photographer to us in Durham, and his website looks professional, but his writing's just so common. Like, but purposely, is like, if you're looking to me to get a normal wedding shoot, don't bother. Like, I'm here just to capture all the candid stuff of the day. I turn up, I want like people to like sort of not feel as though I'm there, and I capture the day. I don't capture stiff people. And it was like...
But it's finding your niche as well, because how many people, like, there'll be people who want that.
Yeah.
And then where else do they go?
Exactly. And I really like just the bluntness of it and the angle of it, because... Like when we'll be shooting the strong event, that's all we'll be capturing. Yeah. It's no, apart from the big group shot.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah. I mean, that's 30, 40 people fucking... And so that would be all right. Villa shoot and diet, and I think this was probably to both of you, but are you dying specifically for the Villa shoot or letting things happen naturally? I think you've covered that. Yeah. Why do you think the Villa shoot is such a big motivator?
For anyone?
For anyone, I would say so.
I think it's that, like, I do not like having my top off. Yeah. Even when I'm lean, super lean, even when I'm on holiday, I do not like having my top off and walking around. I just don't. So for anybody who's not in shape, it's an even bigger thing. So if you can get yourself in shape and actually feel good and feel quite confident walking around in a pair of swim shorts or a bikini, and even like pictures of yourself in swim shorts and a bikini, that's fucking massive. Like, it's huge, because that's something that very, very few people will ever experience.
I mean, from your head, set, mind, whatever it is there, so you're pretty much in the same position as a client? Like, you feel exactly the same? I know you're at different levels.
Well, it's like, it's not because, like, I know I'm in good shape.
Yeah.
I still don't like wandering around my top off.
Yeah.
It's just a personal thing, because I just feel like on display. I think there's no hiding. That's why it's a big motivator. Same with the shred. That's why, like, so many people, they don't do it, then they sign up and they fucking do it. They do it because they know fine well, no matter how they look and how they feel, 12 weeks time they're getting stripped off in front of a load of people and getting the picture stuck.
Yeah.
Fucking, what more of a motivator could you find?
Yeah. I mean, even me, like, I know I've got a fucking ego the size of a house, but it's like, even me, like, I'm not like 100% comfortable. I'm not like a Mike Thurston, fucking just, do you know what I mean? Like, shopping centre, top off.
It's the problem of, like, even us, where, like, there's only so in shape we're ever going to be able to get.
Yeah.
Compared to, say, what people say on Instagram. So if people are constantly looking to Instagram and seeing people like that, and they fucking shape perfectly, the genetics, everything else that goes with that, then, like, you're never going to live up to people's expectations of what a personal trainer should look like, even when you are in good shape for you.
Yeah.
Of as good shape as you can get into. You know what I mean? We all have some level of limitation.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of, like, you're still never going to be what people expect, because they're so preconditioned to seeing, like, the genetic 1%.
Yeah.
Which is that thing. So there is always that element of fucking hell, people are going to look and think, fucking, you fucking train. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, even though a lot of that probably is in our own heads,
Yeah.
it's still a thing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, when they look at us, but we think that people look at us and think, oh, they're not in as good shape as what that person should be. But really in their head it's like, I wouldn't mind getting in that shape.
Oh, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
But we're real people. We aren't fucking genetic freaks. Do you know what I mean? We're just normal lads who fucking like training and have tried our best to do the best with what we have. And that's what people should be aspiring to, because the people that we train and the people that live around here and people we know aren't those people either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're normal people, so they should be aspiring to look like normal people in shape rather than fucking mutants.
You'd only ever be in shape of the body what you've got.
Exactly.
Do you know? That's it. You can only be whatever your genetics are, and that's it. And like,
100%.
Because you can't look. This is one of the things I remember. I did it before. It's like, who do you want to look like? Yeah. I've done that before, like many fucking years ago. Okay, not recently. And they used to say somebody be like, right, well, we'll work this, and this, but it's like that'll never, ever happen.
But it's like people don't understand, like when you see these fucking people and they do look incredible, it's like it's a perfect storm of like the right size muscles, the right size levers, the right genetics. It's like everything's so like, for every Mr. Olympia, there's 100 people probably training hard, working hard, and they'll still never look anything like them. I mean, like, both Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman, they think, like, they never took, obviously they're on steroids, but that's a different issue. It's fine for what they do. They're like, I could go in the gym, and they're like, there's lads around them, training around them, who are taking more stuff than they're taking.
Yeah.
Because,
stronger than them.
Trying to achieve what they've got.
Yeah.
They're never, ever going to do it because they're never going to have their genetics.
Yeah.
No matter what they do, what they take.
It's the same in any sport.
So I think it's just been like, yeah, accept your body for what it is and do the best with what you've got.
Yeah. That was a good one from what we said.
Bit of a tangent.
So wrap up. What would you want current members to know at this point in the year?
Keep going. Because like we say, it's like, yeah, you might have done great over January. You might have had a good week. You might have had 2 good weeks. You might have had 3 good weeks. You might have even had 4 good weeks. Like, progress is built on good months and good years. So regardless of how much progress you have or haven't made, you need to keep going, because time is the ultimate thing. And if you stop now, you're just going to start again next year, do it for a month, go back to what you were doing. You need to understand and accept that this needs to become your normal life every week, every month, every year. Otherwise, you're never going to get what you want.
Yeah, I think I wrote in our group the other day about the honeymoon. Was it Monday? About the honeymoon period being over for the new starters, because it is 4 or 5 weeks into the year, so it's like that excitement, that da.
It's mad though, like from a coaching point of view, 4 weeks in, I don't even expect them to have sort of got stuff nailed down yet. To
Oh,
me,
nah.
4 weeks isn't enough time to even start developing habits.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near enough time to become more proficient at tracking.
Yeah.
They're only just starting to develop the
Yeah.
skills. So therefore the results should reflect that. They're still driving around with L plates on.
Yeah, no,
You know
that's
what I mean?
right. Yeah.
In 12 weeks, they might be getting closer. They might be a bit better with the tracking. They might have a bit more of an understanding of what's in food. They might be starting to hit the steps a bit more subconsciously. Then we're starting to see results.
Yeah.
6 months down the line, we should be coasting along quite nicely. But from a coach, within 4 weeks, if we're doing things how they should be done, building up these habits slowly and building these foundations for the future and for long-term progress, you shouldn't be doing anything special over these 4 weeks, because you're just getting started. You're still in the very, very embryonic stages of learning these skills.
Embryonic stages, nice, Dan. I like it. But what those people have seen, and what should keep that spark alive, they've seen the weights go up all this 4 or 5 weeks,
nice.
and it's, by the way, it keeps going up. You're still in that lovely stage of like these next few months. It's just going to go up and up and up and up. Don't worry if the scales aren't going down. You this year are just going to keep getting stronger. And me and Dan are very jealous of that. But hey.
Yeah. It doesn't last forever, but it lasts for as long as you need it to.
Yeah.
But I think it's good because, again, people focus on the wrong things. It's like, in 4 weeks, you shouldn't be worrying about your weight. You shouldn't be worrying about seeing a drastic change to your body, because it's too early to see those things. What you should be looking for is the fact that you are getting stronger, the fact that your technique's getting better, the fact that you're starting to understand what foods have protein in, all those sorts of things. Start looking in the right places for your success rather than the wrong places. Because that's just the reality of it. Like, you're never going to get what you want, because it doesn't exist. Like, you're not just going to start and the weight's not just going to drop off you and you're not just going to look mint within 4, 8, 12 weeks. It's not ever going to happen. So forget about it. Focus on the long term and start measuring your wins in the way that you should be measuring them, rather than the ways that you shouldn't.
I would say the best 2 measurements there then is obviously seeing your weights go up, which is always nice, and counting how many sessions you've actually attended.
Consistency.
That's a nice one, because if you can see it, it's like, let's say they did start 5th of January, whatever the Monday was, and they hit every session, which was 4 sessions away, 4.5 weeks, that's 18 sessions, yeah? And if you hit fucking 18 gym sessions in January, wow, do you know what I mean?
It's like someone will get the end of January and go, I haven't lost weight, I'm a pound up.
Yeah.
January's been a failure. You've trained more times than you've ever trained.
Yeah.
You've probably built more of an understanding of food than you have in the last 20 years you've spent following fad diets. Like, you're just looking in the wrong places for there is progress. Simple as that.
18 sessions, that sounds kind of a lot, doesn't it?
Mint.
Yeah.
It isn't. How many people are doing that all the time?
Well, think of
people will still measure that as an unsuccessful month because they've done 18 sessions and not the finished article.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And last year, with your normal gym membership, right, you didn't get there fucking 18 times in a year, okay? And you've done that in a month. Yeah. How big of a win's that? That's one, like you said, more times than you have ever. And you have?
It's sad that people can't recognise, like, how important the other progress markers are.
Yeah.
Everyone's just so focused on scale weight, and it's like everything else is so much more important.
Even if you did 10 sessions in a month, 30 days, that's every 3rd day you're going to the gym.
Yeah. It's mint, isn't it? Do that forever and you'll fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the problem is people will get to the end and they'll go, no, because they haven't seen the quick results that they think they should have got. But quick results aren't real.
They're not indeed. What should someone on the fence about joining be excited about? What should someone on the fence about joining about? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, but yeah.
Just training properly. Most people go their entire lives without ever actually training properly. Like, I was having this conversation, I've had Nathan in, obviously seeing people's weights, like, fuck, I used to train like semi-professional rugby players who couldn't lift that.
Yeah.
These are normal people. Like, that should be exciting as fuck, because we are all capable of so much and we never get to see it because we don't train properly. Firstly, it's almost impossible to train properly at a commercial gym. Secondly, people don't have the confidence to train like that. And yeah, just actually embrace getting in and being able to train as good as anybody anywhere trains. and enjoy the process and the progress that comes with that, because it allows you to achieve things that most people never ever will.
Join Barbell Club. Last one. What are you personally most excited about for the rest of the year?
It's always a hard one. Just continuing to replicate what we've already done, seeing results. I've got a few people sort of lined up longer term for shreds who've not done them previously. So that's always exciting to get some new results in there. And yeah, just to see everyone continuing to progress and progress and progress to help people towards their goals. Yeah, just same as always. Just enjoy doing it.
Yeah, mine's just continuous progress. Yeah, just get better. I love creating. I just love the creative side of like little not new things, just improvements. It's like, oh, we do that, and that's all. If we can add 10% better than what we did last year in improvement, and that's it. That'll do me.
All those things that seem big and scary and exciting at the minute, this time next year, it'll just be any other day. It'll just be something we do. We'll not even think of it. We'll not even recognise it as being like anything good or special or different. It'll just be a day to day, and I think that's exciting. That when the next level becomes normality.
That's consistency, Dan.
Cheers.